My dear students, let us continue our discussion on anatomy of earthworm. In that, excretory system study it was over, and now we are moving towards the next one. It is the nervous system. Nervous system of earthworm. So, here nervous system of earthworm includes segmentally arranged ganglia on ventral paired nerve cord. So, here segmentally arranged ganglia on ventral nerve cord. Sorry, CHORD, okay. Ventral nerve cord. So, what is this? In the case of Annelida itself, phylum Annelida, the animals are having double ventral nerve cord. Segmentally arranged double ventral nerve cord is present in the case of our earthworm or in the phylum Annelida. So, segmentally means what? The body is having the segments. Am I right? Body is having the segments. This segment starts from here, from the mouth portion, etc., and where we can observe the production of that neural system and going to form the circumphalangeal nerve system, refers to in the pharynx region. It will going to form the circular structure like this. So, first hege start agutte and they will going to join here, and once again it is going like this. So, here in individual segment we can observe the ganglia. Ganglia means what? Group of nerve cells. Ganglia refers to here the group of nerve cells. So, here see ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬರುವಲ್ಲಿ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಬೈಫರ್ಕೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಜಾಯಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ, ಈ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೈಫರ್ಕೇಷನ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಹೀಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸರ್ಕಂಫೇಜಿಯಲ್ ನರ್ವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಸರ್ಕಂಫೇಜಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್, circular arrangement of the neural cord, that is a nerve cord in the ventral surface. So, the passing of the nerve cord is there in the on the ventral surface, and the nerve cord in the anterior region divides and encircles the pharynx. I already said in the pharynx region, third and fourth main agi third and fourth segment, where we can observe the process of that formation of bifurcation and rejoining of the bifurcated divided nerve. So, divides and encircle the pharynx and join the cerebral ganglia dorsally to form a nerve ring. Cerebral ganglia. What is cerebral ganglia? Cerebral anta helidre, in our case it is the brain portion which is present in the head. Here earthworm is not having the head or brain, but we are considering it as the cerebral ganglia. We are considering as the head portion ಇರುವಂತಹ nervous system ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಷ್ಟೇ ಹೊರತು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಸೊ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ primitive brain. So, in the case of vertebrata, in the case of chordata, a very good brain system is there, but this is the starting point for that brain system. During the time of evolution, course of evolution, is the starting point of the formation of brain system anta now consideration kodabodashte hortu, it is not the actual brain. Okay. So, here in the case of non-chordata, it is a primitive cerebral system is observed in the case of first few segment. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸರ್ಕಂಫೇಜಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಲಿಯಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So here it will going to form that cerebral ganglia, and it will going to bifurcate, divide, and once again encircle around the pharynx. ಇಲ್ಲಿ pharynx ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು circular structures ಅನ್ನು ಅದು formation ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. This is observed under microscope. This is the diagrammatic view. Don't worry about the diagrams, okay, but explanation is very important here. So cerebral ganglia that will dorsally to form nerve ring, dorsal surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು nerve ring ಅನ್ನು formation ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ 3 to 4, 3 and 4th segment. ಅದರ ನಂತರ 5th onwards, what is that? It is the ventral nerve cord. It will going to form double ventral nerve cord. Double ಎರಡು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 2 in number. ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So double ventral nerve cord is there. Then the nerve ring with the cerebral ganglia represents the brain ಅಂತ consideration, representation of primitive brain. Then nerve ring with the cerebral ganglia, ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಏನು ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಅಂತ, ಅರ್ಥವಿನ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ದೆನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ light and touch sensitive receptors, light and touch sensitive receptor. So touch sensitive receptors is there, but there is no eyes, remember, no eyes. So earthworm is not having any eyes, but it is having the touch sensitive cells or receptor cells and light receptor cells. So during the evening time or night time, if you are going to have this earthworm in your locality, if you are going to put the torch on it, it will going to hide. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹೊತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥಮ್ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲೈಟನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಅದು ಅಡಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತದೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಶೇಡೆಡ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡೇ ಟೈಮ್ there is no earthworm. If you take during the heavy sunlight timings between 11 to 3 ಅಥವಾ 12 to 2, ಆಗ ಅರ್ಥಮ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ? because it is having light sensitive, temperature sensitive cells are also there. Then another one is the chemoreceptors, that is the taste receptors, chemoreceptors, or we can say that taste receptors. So taste receptors are present. So chemoreceptors, taste receptors are there to react to chemical stimuli. So chemical stimuli ಹೊರಗಿನ atmosphere or in the from the soil, what are the stimulus related to the chemicals are there, then it is going to be having the sensation through this chemoreceptors observed on the skin surface. Okay, then okay, yeah, over. Next is the reproductive system. So double ventral nerve cord is present, and circumphageal nervous system, primitive brain, and receptors for touch, light, chemical and temperature, etc. There is no eyes. Okay. Next is the reproductive system, earthworm reproductive system. So if you take the reproductive system of earthworm, here earthworm is hermaphrodite, means bisexual. Hermaphrodite means bisexual, where we can observe 2 pairs of testis. ಈಗ hermaphrodite ಅಂದರೆ bisexual, ಎರಡು ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಎನಿಮಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. Both male and female sex organs are present in the same individual animal. Now coming to the point of male reproductive system, hermaphrodite, where 2 pairs of testes are there. 2 pairs of testes means male reproductive organ. Male reproductive organ, where we can observe in the 10th and 11th segment. In the 10th and 11th segment, we can observe the male reproductive organ. So if you take the diagrammatic view here, just a minute, I will show you. Diga beda side alli. So 2 pairs of testes in 10th and 11th segment. If you take the testis, here is the testis. Where is 11th? Yeah, 11th and 12th, am I right? Yeah, 10th and 11th, yeah, here. Here we can observe the testicles. So, testicles which are with the, or testis, the male reproductive organ, primary reproductive organ, which is the testis. And from the testis we can observe the emergence of particular duct, that is called vas differentia, run up to the 18th segment where they join the prostatic duct. Idu male reproductive organ na structure galu makkale. Testis is the primary sexual organ of male. So a primary sexual organ inda ಏನು ಎಮರ್ಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಹೊರಗಡೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, that is the tubular structure. What is that tubular structure? It is the vas differentia. So testis ಇಂದ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? It is having vas differentia. It is a tubular structure that will emerge from the testis. So one vas differentia, this is another vas differentia, and now they will going to join the prostatic duct. This is the prostatic duct with the gland illide. So adu bandu prostatic duct ge join agutte. Then prostatic duct is with two pairs of accessory glands, 17th and 19th segment alli barutte. Accessory glands adardu 17th ಮತ್ತು 18th 19th segment ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರದ್ದು ಎರಡು glands ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So ಒಂದು gland ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು gland ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, here another one, here another one. These are the accessory glands of prostatic duct. Prostatic glandiನ ಡಕ್ಟಿನ accessory gland, accessory segmentಗಳು, accessory glandsಗಳು, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರು 17th segment ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕಲರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರು 19th segment ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. So here we can observe one pair of accessory gland and another pair is present here. Then common prostate and spermatic duct. Common prostate, ಈ prostate gland ಇಂದ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಇಂದ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಡಕ್ಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಟು ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೀರಿಯರ್ ಬೈ ಎ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಜೆನೈಟಲ್ ಪೋರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ 18th segment. 18th segmenಟಿನ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಹೀಗೆ ಬಂದು ಎಮರ್ಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ದ 18th segment. ಸೊ 18th segmentಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಎರಡು ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ ಅವರ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಟೇಟಿಕ್ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಡಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದರಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಡಕ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಎಮರ್ಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಸ್ಟೇಟಿಕ್ ಡಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೋಸ್ಟೇಟಿಕ್ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂದ ಬರುವಂಥ ಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದೆರಡು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಓಪನ್ ಇನ್ ದ 18th segment in the ventral surface in the middle of 18th segment on the ventral surface we can observe a common opening for male genital pore. So male genital pore, it is observed in the 18th segment on the ventral surface. Then in the morphology study itself I said during that time 4 pairs of spermaticae are located in the 6th to 9th segment. Spermaticae which is observed on the segment number 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. I said, isn't it? Yeah, in that area. So 6th to 9th segment ನವರೆಗೆ ಏನು 4 pairs of spermatic duct, spermaticae, not spermatic duct, spermaticae are present, and they receive and store spermatozoa during copulation. What is this? So here this spermaticae, spermaticae is the sac-like structure which is present in between the segment number 6 to 9, and this will going to have the function of storage of spermatophores. See here 4 pairs of this will receive and store spermatozoa. Spermatozoa refers to sperms, male gamete during copulation. So stores male gamete during copulation, during sexual intercourse or sexual reproduction, we can say sexual reproduction between earthworm 1 and second earthworm. See, I given another diagram here. This is what? This is earthworm 1, this is earthworm 2. Earthworm 1 and earthworm 2 will going to juxtapose with each other, and there will be exchange of packets of sperms. It is called spermatophores between earthworm 1 and earthworm 2 mutually. So, when there is an exchange of this that particular sperms are there in packets in group, it is called spermatophore. It is going to be stored in this spermathecae. So, spermathecal opening refers to spermathecal pore, P-O-R-E, pores are present in the segment of starting from 6th to 9th. So, this is what the importance of that one. So, illide one set ee earthworm alli illide. So, there is a exchange of sperms. So, sperms alli produce agutte testis, illi testis ideyalla, here we can observe the pair of testis illi barutte. Pair of testis inda produce ಆದು ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಬಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೆಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಾಮನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಡಕ್ಟಿನ ಮೂಲಕ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಇನ್ ದ 18th segment. Now it will going to give out the sperms with the packets of sperms, spermatophores. These packets of spermatophores are going to be exchanged with the another earthworm by juxtaposing with each other, that is observed during the sexual reproduction. Okay. Yeah. And the next slide, my dear students, then a pair of ovaries at the intersegmental septum of 12 to 13th segment. So, if you take ovaries, ಈಗ ಓವರಿಗೆ ಬರುವ ಇದೀಗ ಮೇಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಅರ್ಥವಮ್. So, coming to the female earthworm concept here, the ovaries are present here. So, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥವಮ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, 12ನೇ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, 12, 13, 14 ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, 13, 14, 15th segment. Coming to these segments, in the case of our segment number 12 and 13, a pair of, so 12 and 13 ಇಲ್ಲಿ intersegmental septa ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, septa ಇದೆ, cross wall. Here we can observe the ovaries. So, ovaries are present in the intersegmental septa between 12 and 13. Am I right? Yeah. At the intersegmental septum, this is 12th segment, this is 13th segment. In between 12th and 13th segment, the septa is there, that is called intersegmental septum. Of that 12th and 13, a pair of ovaries are located. Then from the ovaries ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓವರಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ovary is having ovarian funnel. Ovarian funnel ನೋಡಿ, ovary is having ovarian funnel. Just I will write first of all I will write, then oviduct, then after that join, oviduct join ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, then open as female genital pore. ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, on 14th segment, 14th segment. So, I said till 14th here. Now, coming to the diagram. Okay. Here this is the ovary. From the ovary we can observe the emergence of oviduct. The representation ಮಾಡೋದು oviduct, and this oviduct will going to join here and get open in the 14th segment. get open into the 14th segment. See, ovaries are present, then ovarian funnel, then oviduct join together, open as a single median female genital pore in the 14th segment, mid-ventrally. On the ventral surface in the middle with respect to 14th segment, opening of the single female genital pore will be there after joining of that oviduct. So, oviduct, ovarian funnel, ಇದು ovary, ovarian funnel, ಅದನ್ನು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ oviduct ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಓಪನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ovary, ovarian funnel, it is having the oviduct and join together in the 14th segment and get open to the 14th segment on the ventral surface with a single opening. It is called female genital pore. Then during mating, I already said two worms exchange the sperms each other. Two sperms refers to two worms refers to two earthworms. Earthworm 1 and earthworm 2 will going to have the exchange of sperms with each other. They mate juxtaposing opposite gonadal openings, exchanging the spermatophores, packets or sperms. That is what here. By juxtaposing with each other, we can observe the mutual exchange of packets or sperms, that is called spermatophores, between earthworm 1 and earthworm 2. Earthworm 1 and earthworm 2. ಅದು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಹೀಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು earthworm ಹೀಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. This is the parallel, same. This is the anti-parallel ಅಲ್ವಾ ಹೀಗೆ. So as a result of that, juxtaposing ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. As a result of that, we can observe mutual exchange of packets or sperms, that is the spermatophores. What are spermatophores? Spermatophores refers to packets or sperms. So packets or sperms are going to be exchanged. Then mature sperm, that is the male gamete, egg cell refers to ova, female gamete, and nutritive fluid are deposited in the cocoons produced by the gland cells of clitellum. Now coming to the clitellum here. Once again, in this area we can observe slightly swelled portion, isn't it? Swelled portion is present in the 14th segment ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So that is what clitellum. So ಈ clitellum ಏನಿದೆ ಈ portion ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So ಈ clitellum ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡುಲರ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ, ಅದು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. That fluid with this sperm and egg, matured sperm and matured egg or ova is going to be deposited in the cocoon, in the cocoon. So mature sperm, egg cell and nutritive fluid are deposited in the cocoon produced by the gland cells of clitellum. This is the significance or importance of this clitellum. It is going to be involved in the formation of cocoon by the production of fluid, and that fluid is mixed up with the male gamete sperm and female gamete ova and totally cocoon production. Then fertilization is there, and fertilized ova ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, fertilized female gamete is deposited into the soil. Into the soil means what? Into the moist soil. Moist soil ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅದು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಎಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಡುತ್ತೆ, cocoon ಅನ್ನು ಇಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ cocoon ನ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಎಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ cocoon hold worm embryos. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಎಗ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ cocoon ಒಳಗೆ ಅದು ಹ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಒಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋಸ್ ಅಂತ, ವರ್ಮ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 3 weeks cocoon produces 2 to 20 baby worms. There is no larval stage. So ನೋಡಿ, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ cocoon, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ cocoon. ಸೊ cocoon ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, sperm, egg, fertilization, cocoon formation to the moist soil, that is important, moist soil, and it is having, cocoon is having, we can say it as a worm embryos ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆಯುವ worm embryos ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ cocoon, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕುವಂಥದ್ದು ವರ್ಮ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. correcta? Mature sperm, egg cell and nutritive fluid are deposited in the cocoon produced by the gland cells of xylem. Fertilized ova deposit in the soil. Fertilized ova ಅದರ ಒಳಗೆ cocoon ಒಳಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದಲ್ವಾ, ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಾಯಿಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಾಯಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೀಡುತ್ತೆ. ನಂತರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ವರ್ಮ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. cocoon hold worm embryos. After 3 weeks ಆದಮೇಲೆ we can observe cocoon produce 2 to 20 baby worms. 2 to 20 baby worms. ಆ ಒಂದು cocoon ಒಳಗೆ 2 ರಿಂದ 20 ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಅರ್ಥವರ್ಮಿನ ಮರಿಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ maximum 20, minimum 2 to 20 baby earthworms will be there and there is no larval stage. larval stage ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಥೋಪೋಡದಲ್ಲಿ larval stage ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಬಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ larval stage ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ಬಟರ್ಫ್ಲೈ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ larval stage is there, but here there is no larval stage. So it is direct method of development, it is not a indirect method of development. If the larval stage is there, then it is called indirect method of development. If the larval stage is not there, then it is direct method of development, remember. And the last one, economic importance of earthworm. So earthworms are friends of farmers because they make burrows in the soil. In the beginning itself I said, by using a prostomium, lip-like structure in the front of peristomium, first segment of the earthworm body, it is having a small lip-like structure, isn't it? What is the necessity? It is important to burrow the soil, make the movement or make its way for the movement. So friends of the farmer. So ರೈತನ ಮಿತ್ರ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ರೈತನ ಮಿತ್ರ ಎರೆಹುಳ. ಯಾಕೆ? Because they make burrows in the soil, make it porous, which help in respiration of root and penetration of plant root in proper way. ಈಗ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ರೂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ರೂಟಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು? ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ರೂಟಿಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಎರೇಷನ್, ಏರಿನ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್, ಏರಿನ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ನ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ porous condition due to the entry of this earthworm. So it is going to make the porous, so which helps in the penetration of root and also for the respiration. So proper filtration of water, so percolation of water will be there, and this process of increasing fertility of soil is called vermicomposting. So ಅದರ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ವರ್ಮ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ, fecal matter, it will going to enrich the soil in natural way. So it is acting like a organic fertilizer. So it is called black gold. Then they are used as a bait in game fishing. ಗೇಮ್ ಫಿಶಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅದು ತುದಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಗಾಳ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಫಿಶನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಗ ಅದರ ತುದಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥವಮ್. ಆಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅರ್ಥವಮ್ ತಿನ್ನಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿಶ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಗ ಫಿಶ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ದ ಫಿಶ್, ದ ಅದರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಬೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ game fishing. That is what the observation in the case of our earthworm. So that is what economic importance of earthworm. And what about the reproductive system, nervous system, excretory system, respiratory system, circulatory system, okay, digestive system. So morphology ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು digestive system ಆಯಿತು, ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಆ್ಯನಸ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಗಿಜಾರ್ಡ್ ಅದೇನು, ವರ್ಮ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡ್ರಾ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೀಡೆಡ್ ದ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ದೇರ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ respiration, cutaneous respiration, one mark ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. what is cutaneous respiration? So respiration through moist skin, you have to write moist skin, remember that word, moist skin should be there, that word, just skin ಅಂತ ಬರೋದಾಗಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತಾ. ದೆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ 3 types ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಟರಿ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ನೆಫ್ರಿಡಿಯಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇಂಟೆಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟಲ್ ನೆಫ್ರಿಡಿಯಾ, ಸೆಪ್ಟಲ್ ನೆಫ್ರಿಡಿಯಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಜಲ್ ನೆಫ್ರಿಡಿಯಾ, 3 types. with the diagram you have to study. Okay, next coming to the nervous system. Double vented nerve cord, pharyngeal nerve ring like structure. Then sensory system, write a short note on sensory system of earthworm. That is what we have to write chemical sensitive, then touch, light sensitive, chemoreceptors, no eyes we have to write. Then coming to the reproductive system, that is what is male and what is female reproductive system, hermaphrodite, and what about the process of fertilization and development of cocoon and formation of cocoon and worms, hatching of that worms, sorry, that fertilized egg in the cocoon, 2 to 20 baby worms will be there. Then economic importance of earthworm. So, thank you my dear students. Today I will going to stop here. In the next class onwards, let us move on to with respect to our cockroach, okay, cockroach and frog. Thank you.